Welcome to The Insider. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, like, share, comment and click on the notification bell for amazing news vibes. Lionel Messi must feel like all of the pressure has been lifted from his shoulders after winning the World Cup with Argentina. The trophy that Messi was most desperate to win was also the one that threatened to evade him throughout his illustrious career. But at his fifth and, probably, final World Cup, Messi finally got his hands on the iconic golden trophy after inspiring his national team to glory in Qatar. After a couple of celebration-filled weeks back in Argentina, Messi made his first Paris Saint-Germain appearance of 2023 against Ligue 1 strugglers Angers on Wednesday night. Oozing with confidence after becoming a world champion, Messi was the star of the show as PSG registered a comfortable 2-0 victory. Hugo Ekitike put the hosts 1-0 up in the fifth minute, but the game will be remembered mostly for Messi's exquisite goal in the second half. Shortly after putting PSG 2-0 up and effectively guaranteeing all 3 points for his team, Messi showed some wonderful close control on the byline. The 35-year-old was closed down by 2 opponents but weaved his way out of a cul-de-sac to retain possession. Magical from Messi. BT Sports commentator said. It's the sort of move we saw him doing for Argentina out in Qatar. Look at this, he's just got no space, and yet still they can't get the ball off him. Messi only managed to score 11 goals in 34 games for PSG during his debut season, with the French outfit a poor return by his remarkably high standards. But just 20 games into his second campaign with PSG and Messi has already surpassed that tally, netting 13 goals by mid-January. While Messi will of course be determined to win another league title this season, one of his biggest dreams is to win the Champions League again. Messi hasn't lifted the European Cup since Barcelona defeated Juventus in 2015. There's no doubt that he would love to win the competition for the 5th time in his career. And inspiring PSG to their first ever Champions League title would further cement his status as arguably the greatest footballer of all time. Lionel Messi produced a GOAT-level dribble in PSG colours on Wednesday night, his first game of 2023, following his World Cup win with Argentina. The first modern English thesaurus was written in 1852 by a physician and philologist called Peter Mark Roget, who spent several years writing a comprehensive list of English synonyms. It's probably for the best he didn't live during the Messi era. For almost 20 years, Messi has delivered genius on a weekly basis in the form of stupendous goals, jaw-dropping passes and dribbles. And it's heartening to know, in the embryonic stages of 2023, that the 35-year-old is still producing nuggets of fantasy to warm us from the inside. PSG's home match with Angers looked, on paper, like the footballing equivalent of your annual dental checkup, routine, without incident and forgettable by the time you'd left the venue. But, with Messi on the pitch, the experience was transformed. In his first game of 2023, the World Cup winner equaled Cristiano Ronaldo's record of 696 goals in Europe's top 5 leagues, with a tidy finish. And we couldn't have been the only ones tickled as the advertising boards flashed the word GOAT behind the PSG number 30. Although, by now, this is surely a statement of fact rather than the stadium operators causing mischief. As the game meandered towards a routine 2-0 home win, Messi decided to awaken the slumbering crowd with a characteristic demonstration of skill. Having gathered the ball on the byline, the maestro dragged the ball away from Nabil Bentaleb before slipping it through the legs of Miha Blažić. On the touchline, the Angers physio ordered 2 hip replacements for his stricken player. As Messi slithered away like an eel, the Parc des Princes cooed in admiration. They clearly understand that in the autumn of his career, it becomes even more important to savor moments like this. We are, of course, just weeks past the World Cup final, crowning a tournament that will surely become Messi's defining achievement in the eyes of the world. While the coverage of Argentina matches on British television became a professional safe space for Messi foreigners, led by Rio Ferdinand, his exploits in Qatar were enough to win anyone over. Honestly, if we had a camera in here, the way we were jumping up and down, Alan Shearer said after the quarter-final against the Netherlands, spelling out the obvious. I've lost my voice screaming, how is he doing this? He's embarrassing players but with his head up. You know, a player goes through a cluster of players, their heads down usually, but he's taking people on and seeing the pitch. His spatial awareness is phenomenal. Perhaps Shearer has the kernel of a point. Attempting to understand Messi dilutes the enjoyment of sitting back, grabbing the popcorn and just watching him play. And, from beyond the grave, Rajat can be heard breathing another sigh of relief. He lived in the pre-GOAT age. Thanks for watching this soup-up video.